Hey guys, and welcome back to another value-packed video. Now in today's video, we're going to be going over OnlyFans platform itself, how to use it, how to all the different features that you can use, all the different settings that you're going to want to set. We're going to basically be covering the basics when it comes to the actual OnlyFans platform itself. After watching this video, you're going to have 99% more knowledge than the average creator on this platform, because I am an OnlyFans agency owner and I coach other OnlyFans agency owners on how to actually build and start their own agencies. You're getting it from a good source, and I'm going to be giving you a lot of valuable information. Let's get into it. So here we're at the OnlyFans homepage, and here you're going to have a bunch of content pop up on your feed of people who you may be subscribed to, and you also see your own content up here as well. And here you can create a new post. So I'm just going to cover this first. So you can add cool little captions to it. They can be cute little captions. They can also be captions to do with your niche. Essentially, you just want to make sure it's curiosity invoking and it drives engagement. They're going to be super pivotal for you, especially when kind of nurturing your community. You can also add labels here, so you can add all sorts of labels to basically organize your content. So for example, you can add a new label saying feet, and then you can upload all your feet pics to this label. It just basically allows you to keep your content nice and organized, and it helps your subscribers out. So here you can also add media, so you can upload different photos, different videos that you want to post to your feed. Now what we call this posting feed here is, we call it the wall. Okay, so when you upload a new post from here, you're going to be uploading it directly to your wall, and then people are able to interact with this post, providing that they're subscribed to you. Okay, so if you're on a free page, then people are just going to have to subscribe to you to see that sort of content. And then if you're on a paid page, then people are going to have to subscribe to you to actually unlock that sort of content. So essentially, the stuff that you upload to your wall is not available for the average person unless they're subscribed to you. Okay, that's a common question that I get asked a lot. People think that, is uploading to a new post going to be allowing other people to see them? No, it's only your community. Okay, so as I said, you can add media, you can also record videos from here, you can also record your voice, which can be pretty handy for when you're nurturing a community. You can build that more extra layer of rapport with them, because they understand it's a real person on the other side. You can be talking about your day. It just adds a bit more of a personal touch to build the relationships with your subscribers. Okay, and then when you upload media to OnlyFans, it gets stored in the media vault, and you can then access the media vault by clicking this, and then you can upload different types of content. And it's basically very handy for if you're repurposing content. You can just go to your media vault and then upload it again. Okay, then here you can also add a poll, which can be handy for when you're trying to figure out what sort of content your audience actually like. And you can also see whereabouts your audience is finding you. So for example, if you make a poll saying, whereabouts did you find me? And then you list, Tinder, Twitter, Reddit, and you get lots of votes on Reddit, then you know to go extra hard when it comes to Reddit, because that's obviously working very well for you. So it can be handy in that regard. You can also play a quiz. So, you can set a winning option, you can play a fun little game with your actual subscribers, and you can also set like an expiration period on this quiz, like you can do with the poll as well. So it's all very handy. You can also set an expiration period on your posts as well, which can be handy for when you're doing, pay-per-view content uploaded to your wall. You can then set an expiration period to it, saying, look, this content's only going to be about for a day. Make sure you buy now, otherwise you may miss out. It can be very handy at triggering, that, scarcity and urgency mindset, which is of course going to equal more sales for you. You can't upload, pay-per-view content to the wall on your pay page. You can only do this on a free page. Okay, so if it's on a pay page, you're gonna have to do this via the messages, which I'll get into later. So you can also schedule posts, which can be very handy for if you're going on holiday and you need to, you just want some content up there to keep your subscribers happy. Or if you're running an agency like myself, then you can then schedule the content for the actual creators, and it just allows me and my team to be a lot more effective. Here you can also set targets. So for example, you can say, on this post, I want to achieve $50, and then you can then set options for them to actually tip you, and you can then try and achieve that target. So it can be very handy. You can also, of course, set the post price. So you can say, you know, I want to charge $10 for this, and then you can then upload a free preview image, and then you can then go across and upload a video to the actual, you know, what they're paying to unlock. And yeah, it can be very effective on a free page, especially if you add that expiration date. So yeah, they're pretty much the features of uploading a post. Now you've also got notifications where you can see people who subscribe to you, people who are liking, people who tip you, people who comment. You know, you can get to see all the sorts of notifications involved when it comes to OnlyFans. So it can be pretty handy to see whether you know, your subscribers are being active. In the messages as well, you can also you know, have personal interactions with people who you can just message you know, one-on-one. Of course, you need to subscribe to people in order to message them, and they essentially you can then, you know, filter with tips and then all, and you can make different filters here based on, you know, people who you know. So you can, when a subscriber joins, you can then assign them a specific category, and then you can then just mesh them from here. So it allows it, you know, if you've got some people who you want to take extra care of, who give you lots of money, then you can then put them under a priority tab up here. It just allows you to basically have more of a, you know, focused attention towards them. So up here you can also do, you know, fun stuff. So you can queue messages to go out. So essentially that just takes you down to the queue here, where you can also schedule posts and messages from this, which can be very handy for if you're, you know, going on holiday, you want to schedule a bunch of messages. You can also see the mass message statistics, which you can also see in the statistics down here. And then you can also search for the specific messages and, you know, create new messages to people as well. That's all pretty self-explanatory. Bookmarks here, this can be handy as well. You know, if you actually want to, you know, sort through, catalog your content, it can be very handy to, you know, call upon this content. And then you've got the vault here. So the vault is also very handy. You can, you know, upload your photos, videos, GIFs, all that sort of content. You can then easily pull it from here and then re-upload it to your page. So it just allows you to make the most of the content that you're uploading. Already covered this. This is the good queue you can, you know, schedule content with. You then got lists. This is what we talked about in the messages area here. So you can create lists, add people to these lists, and then you can then, you know, give people specific attention if they're in the priority list. You know, you can have, you know, if you've got families who subscribe to you, you can then you know, put them in a different you know, list. So you make sure that you're not targeting content to them that you don't want to go to them. And you can do all sorts of fun stuff with the lists. Then here you've got statements. You'll be able to see out, you know, your outgoings, how much money you're making, you know, how much money is actually getting paid to you, how much money is waiting to get processed to actually go to you. You can also see that in the statistics. So you can see your earnings over the last, you know, 30 days. You can also filter this. So you can have it set to 7 days, 90 days, you know, a custom period of time. You can also get to see the overview of where you're making the most of your money from. So you see whether it's come from subscriptions, tips, posts, messages, all this sort of stuff. Again, you can also see engagement, see how many people are liking, commenting with your post. You can also see reach, how many people are actually going to your, you know, viewing your OnlyFans. So it's a good way to see whether your promotion is doing well, because if it is doing well, you'll be having tons of visitors come up to your page. And fans here, you can see people who are, you know, subscribing to you. You can see how many subscribers you're getting on a daily basis, you know, which ones are renews, which ones are new subscribers. You can see your subscriber retention rate, all sorts of fun stuff here. And then here you can see your actual profile itself. And with your profile, you can set your profile picture, a banner image, and you can add social links down here. So I always recommend adding your social links. It just allows people to, you know, find out where your brand is active online. So they end up following you on these different social media platforms. And then when you upload a post on Instagram, they'll then trigger them. Oh yeah, I've subscribed to this person on OnlyFans. Let me see how they're doing, see what sort of content they uploaded. And, you know, it just kind of brings them back to your page, because sometimes they just will forget. Okay, so you can also edit your profile, which brings us to the settings area. You can set your username, set the display name, set your bio. Of course, you want a bio which is long, in depth. Make sure you have a copyright notice. So if anything does happen, you can get it, you know, if everyone leaks your content, you can get that sorted out as soon as possible. And essentially, in your bio, you just want to detail exactly what you do. So if you're in a specific niche, mention that. List out whether you do custom requests. List out all sorts of information related directly to your OnlyFans, so they can make a quick, accurate decision whether your OnlyFans is for them. Okay. Also upload your location, your website URL, your Amazon wish list, and then you can also do all sorts of stuff when it comes to subscription price and bundles. So for example, if you want to change this from a free page to a paid page, you can then set a subscription price here. You can then add bundles, so you can have like 50% off for if you subscribe for 6 months. It's just stuff that the high earners will be paying for your subscription in bulk, so you can just earn a lot of money up front when it comes to it. And you can also do all sorts of stuff when it comes to your account, linking your accounts, privacy and safety when it comes to actually blocking specific IP addresses, countries, accounts. If you're doing this, you don't want your family figuring out, or you're managing a model who doesn't want certain people knowing, then you can go in here, you can block a specific country just to make sure that no one actually figures out, or you can just block an IP address of your choosing. Here again, you can see the subscription price and bundles. Here you can also see the actual the fans following. You can follow back people who subscribe to you, which can be handy because you can then kind of keep them on tab for sending out pay-per-view content too. Again, you've got settings when it comes to the notifications, settings when it comes to the chats in terms of sending out a welcome message to new fans, which can be handy for when people sign up. You can say, hey guys, I'm so happy you've come to join me. You get to see all my good content, and I aim to please my subscribers. Here is some media, or here is a nice photo or video for you that I just made specifically for you, and you can then put a price on it, so you can start making money from the get-go as soon as someone subscribes. And here you can also upload to your story, and you get all sorts of fun features when it comes to OnlyFans, and that is pretty much the basics of it all. Of course, you can get into depth in terms of the actual content strategy that you're taking, the actual whether you're having a free page or a paid page or both. You can have a free page and then have call to actions on the actual free page to drive people towards the paid page, so you have a specific VIP exclusive area for your subscribers where you take extra care of them. You can make a lot of money from doing that tactic. Again, you can make all sorts of fun different games you can play with your community just to keep them engaged, keep them coming back, and to keep them giving you money. Okay, so I hope this video was of value to you. If it was, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment what other videos you want to see next, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.